welcome to Living with the Land Speeder, where we Starwarsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. This is chapter 24. I'm Ryan, your host, joined by my good pal, Katrin,
hey,
my other good pal, Derek, and happy anniversary, guy. 1 year anniversary.
Wow.
For Living with the Land Speeder. Here we are.
Here we are.
What was our first episode? I don't even remember.
First episode was Living with the Land.
With the Land.
I do remember.
Oh, okay.
It was so great. It was so great. Has anyone noticed that recently on social media, Living with the Land is getting really popular?
It has, which we should be playing off of that somehow.
Maybe we
Picking
should.
Up
you would think that the marketing guy in the group would do something with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I have tried to. I'm not the marketing guy necessarily, but I have tried to on Instagram when I see those to repost those, because you'll send them to me and I'm like, okay, I'm putting it up there and on our stories and stuff. And like, this is like us.
It's funny. The last time that I was at Disney, I wore our Living with the Land Speeder t-shirt, which you could purchase, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
I wore it to Living with the Land, and I was like I wasn't going to be like, look at my t-shirt, but I was like standing in front of them because it has like the logo, like
it looks like Living.
It looks like the sign.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
that was the goal.
I was like, hey, and they're just like totally ignored me. All the people, all the cast members, and I'm like, fine, whatever.
Now, I wore mine at Epcot, and I was going through La Cava del Tequila, and somebody's like, "That's a great shirt. That's my favorite ride." And I'm like,
look at it again.
Yeah, look at it again.
My favorite ride too.
Well, I wore it to Galaxy's Edge and got stopped a bunch.
Yeah.
So if you wear it anywhere but Living with the Land, people are going to notice it. If you wear it to Living with the Land, they're going to be like, just move along.
They hate their life.
Yep. Guess so. I don't know.
They're on the best ride at Disney. I don't know why. I don't get it.
I even filmed a video in front of the sign with two cast members standing behind me saying, "Hey, Living with the Land." You know that video?
Mm-hmm.
I did one too. Remember?
They just ignored me. They didn't care.
No.
Likewise.
Oh well. But
I haven't done one yet.
Oh well, you gotta do one. So
I need to
go down there. But for our listeners and watchers, thank you for listening and watching for our 1 year anniversary.
We love you.
We're glad you're here. We love to hear from you. So just, if you're watching on YouTube, put some comments down there, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you're listening, you can't really comment, but you can leave a 5-star review, or you can message us on any of the social medias, Living with the Land Speeder, and we will message you back.
Believe me, we will.
Oh, we will. And then we'll stalk you.
Yes.
No,
we'll know all about you.
Yes, all about you.
All about you.
All your base belong to us.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. Anyways. All right. A little news before we get into.
There was a lot of Disney news this week that's still speculation.
Yeah.
A lot of big announcements that are not announcements.
But
let's talk about them.
Not any Star Wars news, right?
No. They're doing the Purgles for
that's the 5th. April 5th it starts. You can visit a new place on Star Tours, which is always exciting.
Yeah, you get to ride the Purgles. So 99% of people will have no idea what's going on.
But I will.
I know exactly. I don't
That'll
go for them.
The space whales.
Was this on Ahsoka?
I haven't seen Rebels.
Wonder who that is.
If you're watching, that was pointed at you.
Yes. They're not watching. But yeah, so there's a lot of Disney news, not much Star Wars news, and we sort of combine them both. So how are we going to Star Warsify the Disney news? That's not what we're doing tonight.
No, let's talk about the news.
So there was a lot of news that's not news.
Mama Melrose got a new menu.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, the worst restaurant in Disney parks got a new menu.
Man.
I heard it's now mediocre.
I used to like it until it made me really sick, and then I didn't like it.
I've never
been there. It's actually pretty good. I've
been in there. It's really cool to see. And they have like a little like special rental ballroom that's empty. So if you're really overwhelmed or having like sensory overload, go into Mama Melrose and there's a back room that you can go sit in. They don't care. It's like this really cool ballroom.
Sounds like we need to Star Warsify it.
Not tonight though.
Not tonight.
Anyways, there was more news about Tiana's place. I forgot.
Now I will say that was pretty cool that
remember.
Disney Parks, actually Imagineering, put out the new video for the new animatronics and the way that they're doing them. And it was really interesting to me that they put it out on YouTube and not on Disney Plus.
Interesting.
It's their new series on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they see
it
the
is.
on YouTube.
It's a new series that they're doing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
Which we can't. There was Star Wars in that video.
It was with
Hondo and Naka
in the lightsaber.
Yeah. So it had some Star Wars. So there we Star Warsified.
But there you
They're
go.
definitely pushing Tiana really big. And then, they did settle the case with Disney in the state of Florida, which is pretty big.
It's exciting.
And the governor of Florida said that he thinks there should be a fifth gate.
And all Star Wars.
He didn't say that, but I would agree.
I know this great podcast that can help you build it.
Yeah, I know
Star
some
Wars.
guys that have some ideas.
Say, Tom.
So when do you think the Tiana ride's going to open?
I mean, it's going to be June.
June?
I
think
June.
No, yeah, it'll probably be mid-June.
I'll be there in May, so maybe they'll.
Well, you're not going to get it. So
maybe they'll call me and be like, "Hey, we've heard your podcast.
Stand close to the
line.
Love
for you.
They do those tests.
Ride it.
Yeah, they do those test rides.
Yeah. There could be pass holder in May.
If they're open in June, yeah, maybe.
It's usually like a month ahead.
When in May are you going?
May. You're going May the 4th, right?
Yeah, May 4th.
Oh yeah, then no. you're out of luck, bud.
Maybe they'll do it just for me.
Sorry.
I'm not that excited.
But Disney's got they've got another cruise ship they've named, but it is Heroes and Villains. That's kind of fun. Maybe I don't have the money to spend on a Disney cruise ship. I only go on cruises if they're free or they pay me.
There we go.
There you go.
Disney's not doing that.
So I'm not going on a Disney cruise.
Other Frontierland rumors, have y'all heard? About the shooting gallery.
Yeah, they're taking that away as a DVC.
To become a DVC lounge, which is ridiculous.
Okay,
I'm not against DVC. I'm just saying it's a silly use for it.
Yeah, I'm a DVC member, and I'm upset about that.
Yeah,
because every time we go, the kids and I go and shoot at the shooting gallery.
It's free.
And people are like, "Well, nobody uses it." I'm like, "Well, we use it every time we go."
I guess you'd have to see how many turns it gets. Like how many people use it versus like does it actually eat up any crowd?
Sure.
And I'd venture to say no.
It's probably low usage. I mean, I would say we probably skip it most times, but it is probably low usage. But if they Star Warsified it, I think it would probably bring a lot more people in.
Yeah, put some stormtroopers
would
in
be
there.
Amazing.
But how would you feel if it was a stormtrooper thing and then you don't hit anything because it's stormtrooper? but if you're a rebel though,
no, I'm thinking like Han Solo type guns.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And it's on a wire, but you're
Are we Star Warsifying two things tonight?
I mean,
yes, we just kind of did. That was not intended. But we are at Magic Kingdom Star Warsifying.
Yes, we are.
So what are we doing?
I don't
know. Did I skip over news? I don't think there was that much.
Oh, I mean, Tales of the Empire.
Of the Empire.
Oh, came out today. The preview, the trailer.
Thoughts?
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I love Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. Here's all the people that was in the trailer. And then we can talk about. You had Barriss.
Yep.
You had Darth Vader.
Yep.
You had the Fourth Sister. You had the Grand Inquisitor. You had Grievous. You had Merrick from Ahsoka, which is cool. Mitt Robin. I don't know who that is.
Thrawn Yoroto. Thrawn.
Yeah.
Thrawn.
That's Thrawn?
Ryan.
His full name?
That's his full name. Why didn't they just put Thrawn?
Ryan.
I'm not going to know that. Sorry. I'm not going to know
He's
that.
kicked off the show. Whoa.
I don't know Thrawn's full name.
It's Thrawn Yoroto.
I'd have to read a book to find that out.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, well, I just know.
All right, so Thrawn.
Podcast over. I'm disappointed.
Morgan Elsbeth.
Which is Thrawn and Morgan.
Yeah, I know who Thrawn is.
Are you sure?
I didn't read the books. Okay.
It's skinny Thrawn too, right?
It's skinny Thrawn, no chunky Thrawn.
Yeah.
It's very skinny Thrawn because it's young Thrawn.
I can't know everything in Star Wars.
So
I can't.
Was this more exciting to see than the I can't even think of the name of the show now, the Acolyte.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Acolyte, I was really excited to see the trailer and it looked beautiful, and then
then I read about it.
There's too much there's too much people involved that are making themselves involved.
Yeah.
It's not about Star Wars. It's about other stuff.
It got kind of weird, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's to be seen. Yeah. But this looks amazing.
This looks incredible. This is everything I wanted.
Yeah.
And like a fight to the death to become an Inquisitor. Woo.
Yes.
Here's my money. Just take it.
At first, I thought when I saw the title, I thought it was like the kids show, the tales of the.
That's why I thought.
I was like, it's different. Great.
Oh wow, they're killing people. They're unaliving. I should watch that in the podcast. They're unaliving.
I'll bleep it out.
Yes.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
So back to the Thrawn thing. Is that why he's
14
so like
minutes and 15 seconds?
Is that why he's so angry because that's his name? He's like, I hate my name. I hate everybody.
No.
Just call me Thrawn.
Do I need to go through the history of where his name came from?
No, I don't care.
You've not done any of the Thrawn books.
No, I don't read.
Myth was his family, which was like it's more of a hierarchy, like adopted thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Myth Thrawn, Euroto, or like Eurot. And Euroto, it just depends because he moves families. There's a lot. You need to read the books. They're incredible. All of the Thrawn books are incredible. Timothy Zahn is.
Oh no, his work's really good. I just don't read.
I don't read. I do the audiobooks. They're you can get them all for free on YouTube right now.
Oh, maybe I'll just do that.
They're you go.
Fantastic. They're
I still have time to sit down and read a book.
Most people don't.
Yeah,
but if you can listen to a podcast, you can get some.
While you're making these amazing kyber crystals from iamGEEK shop on Etsy.
Yes, a sponsor.
I mean,
that was
who wants those? This guy doesn't know anything about Star Wars.
I know. Now I'm kind of like, I kind of want to send mine back.
One person's full name.
Gosh, I paid full price. I'm sending it back.
Okay, I'm not going to refund it.
No, I love that one. I love my fuzzy.
Yes, you can. I've got new crystals coming out, and I may have one that may be a little cheaper than my other crystals. Just
not a great idea.
All right, then I'll leave it the same price.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm in 70.
No, it's not 70. Most crystals are if it's a one-sided crystal, basically one color, it's 30. If it's two-sided, it's 35. I've got two crystals I'm working on right now. One's sort of like a mystery crystal. So it's sort of based on the crystals found in when they find the crystals before the color is assigned to them. So
would any of our listeners enjoy watching the process of Ryan making crystals?
I don't know.
Well, I'm asking because
listeners,
listeners, I'm asking you. It wasn't for you, Ryan.
I don't know.
It was more so, hey, listeners, would you enjoy that? Because I would, and I've asked him to do it, and he's like, I don't think anybody would like to watch me do it. And I'm like, I kind of think
they'll just be like, oh, that's how you make them. I could just make them myself now.
No, because I know how you make them, and I'm kind of like, that seems awful. So I'll just give you my money.
I mean, I could show the new crystal on this podcast right now.
Well, now I'm kind of into it.
You've already seen it.
I know, but now I'm still invested.
Oh, I'll go get it.
Just because it wasn't planned.
This isn't in the
Rhode Island's neither a road nor an island.
This isn't in the script. Talk to yourselves.
So, Katrin, I was in Galaxy's Edge. Okay. All right. Since Ryan's gone, we'll talk about nothing that has to do with him, and then we'll laugh when he gets back.
There we go.
What's your favorite aspect of Galaxy's Edge? Like, what is your favorite detail in the park?
I like seeing all of the ships, and I mean, there's so much, but yeah, the ships. I guess that's one of the coolest things that you see when you notice the shuttle, the big X-wing. Of course, that's on the other side of the, or part of the ride. When you're walking into the Rise of the Resistance, right? To see that X-wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing the ships is cool because that's one of the things I've always loved about Star Wars is seeing the ships. I don't like flying them in the video games, but I do like seeing them.
I agree. I tried playing on the on Battlefront 2 on the ships, and then I tried Squadrons again, and it did not go well.
No.
But one thing that's funny, every time I do Rise of the Resistance, when I see Poe Dameron's ship, I kind of freak out. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
that was in a movie.
And I talk about like how much I don't like those movies, but then I see that and I'm like, But then you get into the shuttle and you see Beck, and we're friends with Lieutenant Beck. So
that's right. Yes.
I mean, that's James Arnold Taylor. That's a plug. Because I feel like if we say James Arnold Taylor, we'll get more views.
That's back. I missed
there
it.
He is.
Okay, so I've got 2 crystals that I'm working on. I'll debut them right here, right now. And then in the comments, you could say, those stink, or I love those.
Those stink.
The first one, this is the first one, and then we're going to move on because we got things to do. So it's clear.
Mm.
And then
there you go. That's better. Yeah. Oh, there it comes. I can make you bigger too. Hold
on. So it's like a crystal you would find in the caves of Illume.
Yeah.
Before it gets basically the color, the sign color.
Very cool.
Then when you put it in your lightsaber, because of how the Savi's lightsabers work, it will light up the color that it is.
Yeah.
Do you get a pick or do you pick? Does the customer pick or do you pick?
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to base the names of each. There's going to be a drop-down menu where you can select whether you are. I'm going to use sort of like the words they use for the lightsabers at Savi's, like power and control and stuff. So if you're into more power, you could pick power. If you're more into defense, you can pick defense. Yeah. So that's one of my ideas. Not say the color, just say what am I drawn towards?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I drawn towards power and control or elemental nature or something like that? Then when you get it, you'll put it in.
Because those are the people that are buying them anyway.
Yeah. Then when you get it, you'll put it in and you'll find out what color it is. So it's sort of like you're going on a search for your crystal. But I'm concerned that people will be like, well, if I can't pick the color of my crystal, then I don't want it.
Yeah. People get weird.
I kind of disagree. Yeah. I didn't care about my fuzzy tauntaun color. That's
why I was like, well, maybe this one will be a little cheaper because you don't get to pick your color.
Yeah.
Or maybe it should be more because there's a story behind it.
Oh, there we go. And then the other one, there's 4 different versions of this one.
And I think there's a big market for people that just like to put them on display too. Like they buy these little things or make things with their printers, and to display them on these grand things. So
I've got
that's something that would look great on a display that somebody might have for their Star Wars stuff or their lightsaber.
Yeah. So like I have these that they hold the crystals here.
Yeah.
You kind of see there's the light. There we go. Yeah. So it holds the crystals here, but then the lightsaber goes here, and then there's another piece. So I just need to paint these.
Is there a hole or multiple holes for LED lights to light up the crystals behind?
There can be, and that's what I was going to do. Is I made it thin enough that an LED could go through.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to cut them out and really.
Listeners are like, can you just get to the show? Anyways, then here's the other crystal. It looks like a little lantern, and it lights up. Yep. When you put it on any wireless charger, it'll light up.
Whoa. Yeah, so it won't do that when it's in the saber, right?
Just when you put it on a charger when it's out.
But it's still pretty cool. There's no other ones like this, right?
All right,
nobody else has one.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to make one of these crystals? Like on average?
Huh? Depends on the crystal.
Okay, so on the short end to the long end, what does it take you to make a crystal?
For this new one, basically, I had to design it from scratch, and then I put it in my 3D printer, and it takes, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours to print, and then I hand paint the bottom of it.
So each
And then-
one takes
then I-
several hours of work.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
But
It's not like a 5-minute thing where it's like,
yeah.
you
These
go.
are custom things.
They're custom. Yeah.
And
They take a while.
honestly, everybody that's listening, like, this was not a planned thing. This isn't an ad. Like, I'm
No.
actually a fan. This is how I met Ryan, and then of course Katrin as well, because I was a fan of iamGEEK, and I thought his shop was really cool, and I was like, wow, oh my gosh, I can have these custom crystals. And so to me it's like, wow, they're like $35, or even on up, like more expensive ones, but there's a lot of work that goes into this, and to me that's where the value is. It's the knowledge. Like, I can't do that. I'm pretty artistic and I'm pretty creative. I feel like I can't make those.
Yeah, that's
why I think people would want to watch you make them.
Yeah, for the lantern ones, anything that you see different colors on something, it's been hand painted. Like all of those.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, like this is.
I feel like those are like.
So one's got the Sith.
So what are those going to cost?
These will be 35 probably.
I feel like that's too low. I feel like I was going to be like, I'd pay $75.
Well, yeah, these have different features in them that you don't have in any of the other crystals, and they're very custom compared to other things. Like you've got
I think
thing that's
Patron and I are giving you a business plan.
Yeah.
What
it all boils down to is what people are willing to pay.
What it all boils down to. I tell you what.
One of these is Rebel themed, so it's got the Rebel markings.
If you put that at a higher price, I will personally buy the first one.
I'm just gonna put a higher price for his, and then I'll.
No, for real. Like
$1,000.
I've bought them before, and I buy them on Etsy. I don't ask Ryan for a discount. He would give them to me for free if I asked him, but I don't, because that's what friends do. So everybody watching, he puts a lot of work into these, and I respect it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. But anyways.
So put them up for a good price, and I'll buy it.
All right, we'll see what I do. I still have to take pictures. I have to do all that stuff for it before I can put them up.
But hurry up, because I kind of want one.
So
now.
you saw it first, people.
You saw it first. Now,
hurry up, because I really want one, and I'm impatient. So thank you.
Now, for those that have fast forwarded to the part where you want to hear about the ride, here we go. We're talking about Carousel of Progress tonight, which is one of my favorites. Originals, right?
Yep. From
the World's Fair.
World's Fair.
Yep.
We're going to Starwarsify it tonight and strip it of all that.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
He's going to have the family.
So Carousel of Progress is it's a must do for me.
Yes.
I cannot leave Magic Kingdom without doing Carousel of Progress.
Absolutely.
It's my family's favorite thing. My wife hated it first because she's like, it's so cringy. And now she understands like my love for it and why I love it so much. And so now even for her, she could probably do without it, but she doesn't. Yeah. So it's like we do it every time we go, no matter what. There's never been a day that I was minus one day I was on a VIP thing, but other than that, like there's never been a day like I on my own went to Magic Kingdom and didn't do Carousel of Progress.
Nice. Cool.
You think it's it's an attraction that's like a do not touch attraction? Like,
no. I don't think it's a do not touch, because I think Walt, he said it.
Oh yeah.
That everything's always evolving. I think it needs some updates. But I think that's what makes it great. And Walt still had a hand in this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it should be changed.
Let's change it tonight. Let's Star Warsify it.
Let's Star Warsify it. I like where this is going.
Do you want me to go first, or who wants to go first?
Oh, you go first.
All right. I got nothing. No.
Okay.
Let's go. All right. Cool. No. I'm going last tonight.
All right, here we go. All right, let me pull it up. I didn't get to write stuff down tonight, so I'm doing it on my phone. Okay. And there's ads popping up because I'm on Wikipedia just so I make sure I know everything. All right, here we go.
Sure you know how to say Thrawn's full name.
Yes, Thrawn's full name.
Who is
right.
Mithran?
Here we go.
Oh my lord.
Here we go. Here we go. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Because that's where we're going tonight. So when you enter the Carousel of Progress, we're stripping it down. It's not going to be the same seats. It's going to look like the Opera House from episode 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to look like the Opera House. And I'm still figuring out the best way to do it. I would like for them to be in the middle of everybody's seating because I think that would be cool. Would be like Palpatine and Anakin, like animatronics. And so when you sit down
with you,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah, so they're like right in the middle.
Okay,
yeah, so they're with you, and then you're looking out onto the stage. Which when you first go in there, it looks sort of like the Opera House. Okay, and then the lights go down. And then a spotlight sort of goes on Palpatine and Anakin, and he begins the story. And he asks Anakin, "Have you ever heard of the tale or the tragedy of Darth Plagueis?" And basically, I'm not going to go into all the details because you can look it up and you can read the story, or you can watch the movie as he talks about it. Each scene is going to be a scene from that story as it rotates. And so in between each scene, it's going to be more of Palpatine and Anakin sort of talking back and forth. And so it's going to play out the whole thing from when Darth Plagueis, chooses to go against his master, right? His Sith master, and to basically break the rule of 2. And then there's going to be a scene about him learning the healing powers. There's going to be a scene, blah, 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 all the stuff going on through there. And then it'll end with the scene where Palpatine kills him in his sleep. And then that'll be and then it'll wrap up with Palpatine and Anakin, how they wrap it up in the movie about, only, Sith and all this stuff. So that's the basis of it. But I thought it would be cool to turn that into like the Galaxy Opera House.
Yeah. I like that.
And it would have that music playing. So we're getting rid of Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. It's not going to be Great Big Beautiful Darth Plagueis.
Which that book is fantastic too, by the way.
I bet it is. I don't read.
It's really, really good.
In case you missed that part earlier, Ryan doesn't read.
Ryan doesn't read.
Ryan doesn't read. He doesn't know how.
I don't know how. But it'll have that, if you remember the music from the movie in the Opera House, that sort of
whimsical,
like
gypsy,
ethereal,
gypsy jazz.
Yeah, it'll have that music going on around you. But I thought it'd be cool because you're like sort of in the opera seating like they have on there, and it'll go through sort of like, it'll have animatronics on the stage. It won't be the family, but it'll be like Plagueis and Palpatine, and I think was it Revan? Wasn't he's the Sith Lord? No, not Revan.
No,
wait, I know Revan. This. Hold on.
It was a Bith. What was his name? I gotta look. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it, folks. I'm not gonna try to act super smart.
Well, I'm not super smart either. It was I saw Bane. Bane.
No.
No. Darth
Tenebris.
No, to break when he attempted it in Darth Bane's Rule of 2.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Darth Bane brought back the Rule of 2.
Yeah.
But Darth Plagueis' master was Darth Tenebris, who was a Bith. And anybody know what a Bith is? The Bith are the Cantina Band people.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe somebody with a lisp was trying to say a myth or something like that.
It's Mike Tyson.
So that's why I wanted to go first to get mine out of the way, because it's short. I didn't have much, but
I like the idea though. I think that's good.
I think that would be cool though, and because sort of like if over in Universal, where they have the show about the Harry Potter show,
I haven't been there since I was.
It's the Deathly Hallows. They have the Deathly Hallows stage show.
Oh,
where they tell the story. So this is supposed to be sort of like that, where they're basically telling the story of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis.
Yeah,
But I thought it would be cool. Yeah, the wise. I thought it would be really cool if Anakin and Palpatine were sitting right in the middle
so
of the wall.
now I understand what you're talking about. Is like you brought it in with the Harry Potter thing, so it goes even further before Plagueis, is what you're saying.
It's telling like
why Plagueis did what he did.
Yeah, why he did what he did. Starts there and then goes through the whole story because you got scenes you can go through. But between each scene, the lights will go down, the spotlight will come on Palpatine and Anakin as you're turning. So like when you're watching it now, when you're turning, it's a great that song comes on. So basically all the lights will go down and it'll just be focused. So you'll have to be like, okay, now it's happening out here in the audience. And then when you turn back around, it'll already be in the next scene as he begins the next part of the story, which makes the transition a little smoother. So you don't even know you're spinning really. It's just like
I like that.
In the audience with you.
Yeah. I prefer now is the time, now is the best time.
Okay.
No one? You guys don't remember that overlay? No, fine.
No.
Listeners?
No, I don't.
Listeners?
Yeah, we didn't read the book.
That's actually from Carousel of Progress. they
this
had
is the
a
book
time,
version, right?
They had a stint where the song was "Now is the time, now is the best time."
Oh, I remember that.
I don't.
That's why it didn't last long.
I thought it was pretty amazing.
Anyway, so that's my Carousel of Progress. It's still going to be a revolving show.
Yeah. No, it's great. It made me think a lot about Stitches, so I can't wait till we do that one because that one's kind of around as well. And there's some cool things we can do there. We won't get into that.
Why is that still empty? Why?
Because they're waiting for a Star Wars thing.
I can tell you why.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to know. The people want to know.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of
Darth
Stitch? No. Okay. So that building, and this is hearsay. It's not fact, but I think it makes the most sense. That building is connected to
the restaurant.
The knee bone.
Yeah, beside it. The restaurant and the shop and everything beside it.
That's why the fire alarms always go off.
Yeah. So since they're connected, when that building was made, if you look back at all the attractions that have been in there, they've all been the same. It's been in the round with something in the middle. If they were to change it to a different kind of ride or something where they had to gut everything, then they would have to basically gut everything.
Great.
Restaurant.
Great. That restaurant's terrible.
Well, because when it was built.
Bottom five. Yeah. Bottom five.
When it was built, let's just say there's stuff in the walls and stuff that are not code now.
And
everything would have, if they touch one thing, then they have to
asbestos
gut everything.
All right, we get it.
Yeah, so that's why
that restaurant's terrible.
But
go for it.
But
I haven't been in that restaurant in 12 years.
But with the leadership that's there, it's like, well, that's a lot of money. So let's just leave it
people that go in there.
So right now, it's just a break room. It's a break room for people, and you can go in there, and people that work in there say, "Yeah, that's where we keep our backpacks and stuff."
But why did they have to stop the attraction? Like, did it just not get enough traction? Because I mean, you could still need things to still.
I'm wondering if there was going to have to be work that had to be done.
Well, I'm wondering also the cost, it's like the amount of people to run it versus the amount of people that went to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
at this point, it doesn't matter because people will go on anything because they need
things,
because it's out of hand.
Closing it all.
How did we get to this?
One of sorry, it's my fault. One of the things that we didn't talk about, there was also a rumor about Tom Sawyer Island, something happening to it as well. So
Tom Sawyer, was it behind?
I heard something with Tom Sawyer, but I don't.
Starwarsifying?
Was it one one of our ideas? Because our ideas were I don't know. They were just good. Our ideas were so good.
Oh, I know. I mean, so anyways.
Okay, who wants to go next? And
I'm going next.
Save this train wreck.
All right, buckle up. So
it's been a week. It's been a week.
My attraction's not. It is different, but the basics of it are not changing too much. You still have John.
Yeah.
Oh, the family's still there.
Family is still there, and you'll see them come alive. So I've got a whole script. Hopefully it translates. I had it all in my mind and played it all out, and I could see it all happening. So hopefully you'll get that, David. I'm not going to give away too much, but it's still Carousel Progress, and I think you can still use the music. We'll see. But anyways, all right, Act 1, because there are 4 acts.
Act 1.
Oh.
Yes. The year is 1982, and we've had 2 of these Star Wars movies. I'm not sure what to think about them yet. They're different from the movies we normally see at the theater. We just bought this new Atari 2600 and a new game called Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Boy, it sure is nice to play video games at home and save my quarters. And the graphics on this thing are amazing. Sure is a step up from Pac-Man and Space Invaders. I get to maneuver a snow speeder as Luke Skywalker and blow up these big walker machines. I think they call them ats, whatever they are. They sure are difficult to destroy. Honey, you've been playing that for 30 minutes on that thing. Don't you think it's time to give it a rest? I want to go to the record store and pick up the new album from Michael Jackson. All my friends are just crazy about his new song, Thriller. I hear it's totally rad. Okay, dear, I'll save the galaxy later. I can't imagine what they'll think of next, but this game is amazing. There's a great big... Okay, Act 2.
Act 2. Yes.
You were even time accurate with the year. That was good.
It's 1992 now. The United States just launched a space shuttle called the Endeavour. I'll leave spacewalking to astronauts while I play Super Star Wars on my Super NES. This game is amazing.
I love that game. It is so good.
I'm Luke Skywalker, reliving the parts of the original Star Wars movie. The color and graphics are out of this world, and you can even use a lightsaber. Dad? Yes, James. I just rescued Han Solo. This game is just like the movie. James just got a new game on his Game Boy called Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. It's so far advanced from the game I had on my Atari, and boy, is it fun. Dad? Yes, Sarah. I want to turn on the Game Boy too. James, share with your sister. Luke had Leia to help him, so you can let your sister take out a few stormtroopers too. But Dad, don't but Dad me. You give your sister the Game Boy. Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever. What does that even mean? All these kids say it, and I don't know what they mean. Well, whatever comes next in Star Wars video games is surely going to be out of this world. There's a great, big, beautiful... All right. Act 3. The year is 2015. Ooh. We jumped ahead quite a bit. Yeah, it's almost Christmas. We've had so many Star Wars games and movies. There were even these prequel movies that took place before the first movie came out in 1977. Crazy.
Pod racing.
They weren't the best movies, but at least we had new Star Wars movies. Tonight we're going to see a new one called The Force Awakens. The trailers look amazing, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I just hope they don't kill any of the characters off from the first movie. Uncle Orville in the tub. Don't mess with the originals. Why does there have to be more movies? They should have stopped when Jar Jar Binks ruined that movie.
I'm not even gonna go.
You could delete mine. You could cut mine out.
This needs to be the whole episode.
Okay. People pretty much never go to an arcade anymore since we're able to play against people all over the world. Video game consoles cost a fortune, but the graphics are pretty much like watching a movie. We're playing a shooter game called Star Wars Battlefront on my Xbox One, where you take part in these huge battles from all different movies. You can even battle as heroes, which are the main characters from the movies like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. They're a little overpowered, or OP as the kids say, but it sure is a lot of fun to play. I hear they're making some advances in virtual reality. It's way too expensive for me, though. Can you imagine if they had a game where you could be a stormtrooper and shoot a blaster? That would be amazing. Well, we can dream. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Act 4. Okay, sometime in the future. Video games have changed so much over the last few decades. We've had the chance to fly X-Wings, blow up AT-ATs, and even wield a lightsaber. But now we're able to do the most amazing things with a mixture of virtual reality and augmented reality. You just put on a portable headset without being wired to a computer and go on an adventure. They've created escape rooms and fully interactive battles where you get to be part of the action. In the old days of VR, you had to be in your house or at an arcade, but now they have these rooms and buildings that look like they came out of Star Wars. Once you put on your headset, you become a stormtrooper, a rebel, Jedi, whatever you want, and live Star Wars with your friends and family. Everything around you is part of the story, and you can interact with anything you see. It's out of this world. James in the virtual world. Dad, I found a Game Boy with the game I used to play. You can even control the Game Boy. What's next? Who knows? I just hope to be around to be part of it. There's a great, big beautiful tomorrow. The end of everything.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it. Hold on.
Mine is the history and progression.
I wish
of
there was
video
like
games.
the golden ticket button on America's Got Talent. That may have been my favorite one yet.
You can just feel free to edit mine out and just
Caitlin, I don't even want to go. I don't even want. That was so good.
That was
Thank you.
Amazing.
I was excited when it came together. I had two other ideas, but that one I was like, this will be fun.
Uncle
Wow.
Orville
I do not want to go
Uncle
last.
Sarah, John, James.
Like, I wanted to have like a script kind of like yours where it matched it.
Sure.
But I didn't.
I didn't.
And even still, like, I feel like, jeez, that was so good. That was so good. That was. I mean, it's one of my favorite attractions, but that was definitely one of my favorite.
That has to be a clip of its own that goes up.
Oh,
I kind of feel like that needs to also be its own. Yeah, I think Ryan's right. I think we need to just cut that out and put that up as its own thing too. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was everything I wanted. It pulled the heartstrings. All right, so mine, we've got the Carousel of Progress. So mine's called the Progress of the Jedi, and it starts with the most important Jedi, one of the most important Jedis of all time, and that would be Yoda. And it starts after the battle. Or it starts after the year 382 BBY. And this is in the High Republic era, where you come in and Yoda's sitting there telling you the stories of how he helped fight against the Nihil and helped keep that era going. And he's telling these stories, and he's a much younger Yoda. This is early on in his life when he's just a general, and he had to teach younglings, and obviously he never slayed younglings, so that's not a problem. So, but it's the High Republic era, and I think it also makes more sense because they're bringing in a lot of this High Republic. So that was kind of, let's start him there. And so he was a great baby, because Katrin's just so much better. Mine would have been so much better if I went after Ryan.
That was bad.
Katrin, you
I get it.
No, it wasn't bad.
It
was that Katrin was so good. I don't even want to go. Just ruins mine. So your next story, you got your next act is now you've moved into the prequels, and it's Yoda telling the story of the prequels. And I wish I could do the Yoda voice.
Prequels they are.
Jar Jar Binks. Met this fool, Binks of Jar Jar. Whatever. so then the next act is Yoda telling these, but as you're going through it, like the characters from the family, and John is obviously Yoda, but the other characters are replaced with other fun Star Wars characters, Obi-Wan and Anakin and stuff. So then you move to the next act, and that's when you're in the original 3, and this is Yoda telling the story of the original 3 series. And you get through there, and you have a little bit of that nostalgia because you know what he's talking about, but he's telling it in a different way, more of that Carousel of Progress style. And then you go to the last act, and it's Yoda as a Force ghost. And he's telling the story of Rey and that whole progress and the tree that's burning and stuff. And so, and as one thing spins around, it's the tree that's burning. And again, like I really loved this idea until Katrin went. Yeah, I hate it. I was really, really excited about my idea tonight. Now it's just like I don't even know where to go anymore. I have it written down, and you should have.
You should have gone first, and we could have already ended this podcast.
I agree.
Because I'd have been like, "Yeah, I don't have anything tonight. Sorry,
I'm rarely without something to say." I was so excited about mine. I heard yours. I'm like, that's it. That's what it should be.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, that's it.
That's unanimous. That was amazing.
Yeah,
nice job, Katrin.
Katrin wins the night.
I win.
Yeah, you win. Take home your prizes.
Wow, that was
How long did it take you to write all that?
I wrote it tonight, so after dinner,
At least 30 minutes.
oh yeah, at least 30 minutes. I could probably figure it out by looking at my notes where I kept those.
He did Chat GPT, you know.
I did not do Chat GPT on that. I had many tabs open of like when certain movies came out and when certain games, and I even had a tab of like what events happened in those years. And
yeah, so did I.
It probably took me a good
and you
hour.
just blew it out of the water.
If you pan his camera around, there was a wall that has yarn connecting everything to Uncle Orville.
It's like Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like I can show you, like I've got all these different windows because I've got this cool camera here. Like, oh hey, here's all my windows that I've got opened up.
Oh, wow.
You know, whatever.
Kids, this tells you this episode shows you when you put in hard work how good it can
Dreams
be.
can
And then
you get rewarded.
When you Google something right beforehand.
I thought about this since the last episode. I was
going to do it
excited about because we were talking about it and the news changed.
I thought about it today. Sorry, guys. I failed you.
No, you didn't fail us. I think just Katrin he just had his moment.
I had a moment
wonderful.
Of clarity and
magnificent
excitement.
It was incredible. As one of my favorite attractions, that was incredibly well done.
Great.
As one of my favorite re-themes of all of them that we've done. Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's perfect for the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Great, big, beautiful. There's going to be more.
There is.
It's
more tomorrow.
We're getting to some fun rides too. We haven't done. We've done a lot of rides, right? We've done 23 episodes, right? This is 24, but there's still a lot of fun ones to do. And
well, you got to consider attractions. I mean, we've done Beauty and the Beast, so that was kind of the peak.
That was kind of the peak. It's true.
It's not an episode if I don't bring it up.
We haven't done the other Beauty and the Beast attraction, which could be interesting to do.
Those
we haven't done nighttime shows either. Are we going to do those?
Yeah, we're going to do everything. We're going to do the hot dog cart.
You can do Mama Melrose's.
Oh, there you go. Where's your guys' favorite place to get a hot dog at Disney?
Does corn dogs count?
Yeah,
it's a hot dog. Yeah, in
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah,
corn dogs. Best corn dog ever had. Oh yeah.
My wife and I's favorite spot is in Hollywood Studios at the little boat.
Oh,
we love.
Have you ever had a Sleepy Hollow corn dog?
Yes, I have. So I have a video of my wife going corn dog, corn dog, corn dog, corn dog. She loves the corn dogs there, but as a regular hot dog, I think part of man.
Can you put that up on the channel?
Corn dog, corn dog.
I can do it.
He's in a good place right now. He doesn't need to do
it. Do it.
Do it.
Just wait till he goes to over the seas, and then
after I get back from Japan, I will.
Right.
But I think part of the nostalgia of the hot dogs at Hollywood Studios was also that's where they did the March of the First Order. And that was like the first park that we went. I hadn't been to Disney in like 10 or 12 years. And when we took my wife and her whole family and my whole family as this massive group, that was the first park we went into. And to see that, like, it was very overwhelming after a very stressful day and time of planning a trip for 12 people and paying for a trip for 12 people. It was very stressful, but that just tied it all in.
The hot dog just hit just right.
It did. It was perfect.
I'm not a big hot dog guy.
Burped the rest of the day. Hot dog.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I mean, I guess you could count
Ronto wraps.
The Ronto wrap is a hot dog.
That's not a hot dog.
That's a sausage, though.
I can't really recall many hot dog.
I don't eat hot dogs really, so
but for some reason I have in my mind that my wife and I had figured it out. Like if we get a hot dog and have our own chips or whatever, like we had Cheez-Its we used to take all the time, and like that, and then a drink of some sort, we were eating like really cheap, and but I can't think of where we got them because we stopped doing it. But
hot dogs are significantly cheaper to eat.
Yeah.
So
was it like $4 back then? I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't uncommon that we would get one hot dog and 2 bags of chips at Hollywood Studios, and then like I would get they always have like a specialty mixed drink or a beer. and it was a really good way to spend $25.
Sure.
Because they're foot-long hot dogs. They were really good. I really liked them. And the cast members at that spot were really great. They always are.
I don't love the smell of Casey's.
I don't like Casey's that much.
Like you go through there, it's like ketchup and hot dog. And it's like, oh, the smell. It's just like so.
And Casey's little corn dog nuggets. Some people love them.
Yeah,
I don't think they taste fake. And then the fake cheese.
Let me tell you,
they are fake.
They are
They're fake.
They're fake.
This is what's in a hot dog.
I think that's why I don't eat hot dogs at all.
I like that. Hey, I know what's in a hot dog. I'll still eat it. I don't care if it tastes good. Eat it. Was that Andrew's number?
I had one this week from Costco. I'm not against eating a hot dog.
Oh, get that $1.50 dog.
Yeah.
That's why you had the best story, because you had the Costco dog.
The Costco dog.
Your brain was fueled with Costco dogs. Those are pretty slamming.
Sponsored by Costco.
Hey, Costco, if you want to sponsor us, like, we're in. Because I love the Costco dogs. We'll get you at least 4 more people to buy their hot dogs.
Oh man.
Said at least. They could be 100.
Well, thank you guys for listening to this ramble. And if it works out the way it should, you won't hear me or Derek that much in this episode because it'll be all Katrin.
I hope so.
Because he's going to edit all of us out, and it's just going to be his wonderful Carousel of Progress.
That was so fantastic. I'm going to have amazing dreams of that Carousel of Progress that should be. And I would never want that changed. I want Carousel of Progress, but boy, oh boy, if there was a Star Wars one, that'd be it.
They wouldn't have to do much. Well, they'd have to do much to change it because
I didn't really explain what was in each scene, but yeah, you'd have these TVs around.
Here's the thing.
You didn't
have to explain it because the way that it was all up here, the way that you described it, I just imagined that living room in the 80s.
It was Ryan sitting in a Jedi robe telling the story.
I could just imagine the 80s, the 90s.
Grant is in the other room.
Dad! Uncle Orville, that was my favorite part, I think.
That was good. I can't wait to re-listen to this. I'm so excited.
Excellent. This is going to be the most viewed clip out of all 24 episodes.
Minus James Arnold Taylor.
No, I mean clip, just a little.
Oh, clip. Yeah.
That was you.
It's clip. Anyways, all right. Well, I mean, next week we'll be on iamGEEK, and then the next week we'll be back with who knows what. I don't know.
Who knows? There's no telling.
Maybe we'll have a guest. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll just be Katrin.
I'm waiting on one of our guests to get back from Europe, but he's been over there for like 2 months.
If you know if listeners, watchers, land speeders, if there's somebody that
we've had
you want us to have on
that did ask that we forgot about early on.
Yeah, but if there's a guest that you want us to have on, let us know. We'll try our hardest to get them on.
I would love to have some old guests back on too, like Mark. Everybody's been fantastic. Mark was really good. I just want to hear his stories, and of course James.
Yes.
Maybe James can get Matt or Ashley.
Or the 3 of them can come on.
It'd be pretty cool.
Whoa! And then of course we'll be at 2 of us will be at Comic Palooza, May
24th through the 26th.
24th. Yes, thank you. I know
we will be there. We'll be doing a sort of a combined
the worst friend ever
and Living with the Land episode with some special guests. I think. Yes, I think we'll have special guests with us. What?
The special guest is not Derek.
Not Derek. I don't know if we can even say who it is yet. I don't know.
I mean, it could change. Just like Comic Palooza's list of guests, it could change.
Yeah. I'm excited. There's going to be Creed from The Office is going to be there. So
yeah. Wait, Creed? Yeah. Like with arms open?
No, Creed from
Creed from The Office. The Scranton Strangler. He's going to be there. So it's going to be exciting.
John Cena is going to be there.
Cena. Yeah.
John Cena's going to be there?
Little Leia? Yeah.
Little Leia.
Yeah, John Cena's going to be there.
Really?
Yeah, you can't see him. He's going to be there, though.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Ricky Stenicki?
I have not got to watch that yet.
It's a fantastic, horribly fantastic movie. It's like it's so bad. But there's a scene where he's using one of the mic stands that I helped develop. So
Hey.
Yeah, cool.
yeah, that's fun. John Cena uses my mic stand.
But we'll be at Compalooza, so come see us if you're in the Houston area. Don't come see Derek because he won't be there.
We'll send
Thanks.
He'll be down.
It's only the grand opening to the thing I've been working for a year. Thanks. Whatever.
I could have moved it.
No.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening and watching for a
Yes.
year. If you've been watching for a year, let us know in the comments.
For a year.
Yeah. We can't wait. Hopefully another year, right? Another year?
That's right. Another 20
for sure.
years.
We got at least another year.
Unless
before,
the eclipse,
before you get tired of me.
unless the eclipse just makes everything go crazy next Monday.
That's right. We may not have
Solar
podcasts
flares.
anymore.
Yeah, you never know. Rockets
Billy Bob Thornton.
shot into the
Rockets red glare.
sun.
Yeah, there's bombs bursting.
I mean, in air. I don't know.
Yeah, it just proof.
Through the night. I mean,
But remember, as we
but our podcast was still there.
as we close this episode, that there is a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. And we'll
Now
see
is
you
the
next
time. Now is the best time.
We'll see you next time on Living with the Land Speeder.
Bye bye.
Double salute.